welcome to Fiskell Durable Racing Network. I'm Big Kevin. On today's show, man, we're going to be talking to a guy from Woodruff, South Carolina. None other than Donnie Nelson with Donnie Nelson Race Engines. Sit back and enjoy. Fiskell Durable Racing Network, Mr. Donnie Nelson of Donnie Nelson Race Engines. Donnie, thank you for being with us.
Glad to be here.
Man, it's a privilege, and we're so thankful that you have partnered with Fiskell Durable Racing Network and are drawing this year, man, doing that BB211 engine, man, and we can't thank you enough for just partnering with us.
My pleasure. I mean, people in Fiskell buying my engines and stuff it set the platform up for me to do things like that.
Well, and we're calling you Donnie Nelson Race Engines. Where did this all start at, Donnie? How long you been doing this RC thing?
Well, RC, I really started in 1977 with a friend of mine was running out behind his shop.
Yes, sir.
And that was electric cars. And then moved on up about 12 years ago, got into RC car, the quarter scale, building those motors.
Yes. Well, what got you interested in that quarter scale motor building? Where did that all come about? Oh, I think I could build me a fast quarter scale motor.
Well, actually, I was in go-karts for about 30 years.
Okay.
And I started in go-karts in 74.
Okay.
And it kind of happened in different things. But back then, I built the engine, run pretty good.
Yeah.
And the guy said, you didn't build that engine. So, you know what? Don't tell me I can't do something.
Uh-huh.
So I got into it. I enjoyed it. A friend of mine, we and him kind of opened the shop. And we run for a long time. Run with some big people, run against some big people, but it's the enjoyment of seeing me take something and making it a little better.
Yes, sir.
Makes it work.
Yes, sir. Okay, so you went into the quarter scale business there, making the engines building the engines. Is that something you're like, well, I can do a go-kart. I'm gonna try my hand at this quarter scale stuff.
Oh yeah, I've actually worked on lawnmowers and weed eaters.
So trial and error.
Right. Yeah, it's this. That's what it's all about. If you're not willing to work and try things, you'll just hit a plateau, and that's where you'll be.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, now you said you've been doing this for quite a long time. What interested you in Fiskell? What said, man, I want to check out those Fiskell cars?
Well, I had some friends was talking about it, and we went to a race, and actually I visited yours track back when you was running 8-scale before you run Fiskell.
Uh-huh.
And then just some friends and kind of went to it, and a buddy of mine, Mike Ottinger, Ottinger, he had been running a while, and just several of us was wanting to do some stuff, so got interested in it, and then got built a few engines, and then was asked to help with the Worlds, and then it kind of like with the racing, the camaraderie.
Yes, sir.
Meeting people and feeling like it's just a big family and enjoying myself is what it's all about.
That's exactly right. You hit a key right there, having fun first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got to have that fun first. Well, Donnie, I tell you, 2 years ago, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I didn't know who Donnie Nelson was. Mm-hmm. But, man, I'm telling you what, you came screaming to the scene in 2019. Those Donnie Nelson race engines, every time I've seen them, you're one of the top runners, in my opinion, as far as engine building for Fiskell already. And you're just in your baby stage with Fiskell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, stock motors pretty much got those, Yeah. You look for good stuff with them. You can't do a whole lot to them, so you have to match up stuff.
Right.
Then the open stuff, that's I kind of like my forte. I can play with those.
Yeah.
And, having a good engine is just part of the puzzle. You got to have a driver, somebody to work on the cars, and, we can get around the track, and it's part of the puzzle. It's not, buying one of my engines ain't going to make you win races.
I understand.
But it will give you a chance to go and work on your car.
That's one less component you got to deal with.
Right. That's what I tell people. If I build your engine, don't worry about your engine. And if you have a problem, I'm at the racetrack.
There you go. Yes, sir. So that's an added bonus right there of having a Donnie Nelson race engine is you can spend the time on your car, not on your engine.
Exactly.
Wow. That's a big deal right there. Well, what is the future for Donnie Nelson Racing? What are you seeing for the future for Fiskell for Donnie Nelson?
Well, like I say, my goal when I started this is I'd like to be one of the dirt oval Fiskell racing engine builders.
Yes, sir.
Be known for Fiskell.
Yes.
And to do that, that's the reason why I like to try to sponsor stuff, help people out.
Yes, sir.
And if you're at a racetrack and you don't, and you're not running my engine, it don't matter.
Right.
Just call me. Holler at me. I'll try to help you out.
Wow.
But the goal is to have fun and enjoy what I do. Basically, the good Lord gave me the talent I got.
Yes, sir.
And I think I'm using it in the right way.
Yes, sir.
Try to help everybody. And big thing is, my motto is we race hard,
yes,
but we have fun.
That's exactly right. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I'll tell you what, Donnie, just let everybody kind of know what are the products and services you're going to be offering at the Donnie Nelson Race Engine shop there for this year.
Pretty much, I try to stock anything that you need for your engines.
Yes,
or
sir.
Let me back up. What I use.
Okay.
Now, I've got 2 or 3 different filters and different things you use, and I try to use the good products.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes if you look for, like, say, filter, you can buy a $6 filter, but then it lets grit through your motor, and the next thing you know, you got to build it again. Well, go ahead and buy a good air filter.
Right.
But basically, if you've got an engine you've done run it and it's slowed down, I can rebuild them. And really where I come in a lot is stock motors. As you buy a new motor, it won't run.
Right.
A lot of times I can figure out what's wrong with it and maybe fix it for you and save you some money.
Yes, sir.
Rebuilding a good engine, and like I say, and I'm kind of like a friend of mine's dad used to say. He had a Western Auto. He said, "It's not the sale; it's the service after the sale."
Ooh, that's right. That's exactly right.
Helping people, and like I say, I just enjoy it. I feel like when I go to the racetrack, I'm part of a big old family.
You are,
and that's part of it.
Yes, sir. And now you hail from South Carolina.
Yes.
Is it Woodruff?
Woodruff, South Carolina.
Woodruff, South Carolina.
Yeah. If you look up football, we known for football down there.
Okay, football.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, I ain't familiar with Woodruff that much.
Oh, you will be.
I will be. There you go. All right. We can do that. Hey, Donnie, in 2020, how do they getting a hold of you? Is it like Facebook?
Well, I don't have a Donnie Nelson Racing Engine Facebook page.
Got you.
But I do have a small hobby shop.
Okay.
And basically run slot cars, and I build RC car engines. It's Bullet Raceway.
Bullet Raceway. I've already liked it on Facebook.
And then, you can look me up, just Donnie Nelson. I'm wanting to get a website going. Got a friend of mine working on me a website, and on it will have all that I do: my slot cars, my RC cars, other things that I do in the racing. But pretty much for me, I like my advertisement to be my customers.
Right.
It's not about the T-shirts and the hats and all that. And I tell my customers, look, if somebody asks you about one of my engines, just tell them the truth, and if they want to get in touch with me, give them a phone number.
Word of mouth.
And that's the best advertisement they are. And like I say, my other deal is I am at the racetrack. So.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. And I tell you what, Donnie, like I say, your engines in 2019, they were at the top of the leaderboard just about every time one was on the track. Mm-hmm. And dependable. I don't know that. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't let go or anything like that, but I'm telling you, you got a pretty good product you're putting out there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good engine builders out there.
Yes, sir.
And my recommendation is find one that you got your trust in and you can depend on, and go with who you need to go with.
Yes, sir.
And there's enough room in field scale for everybody, and it's growing.
It's growing quick.
It's growing real quick.
Yes, sir. And we're excited about where it's all going too. And I'm looking forward to what 2020 has to offer. And that being said, we're going to move on to the next thing. We have some big news to share.
Okay.
Dirt Oval Racing world. Everybody in the Fiscal community, I am the dream. I have been going up and down the highways, and I've been looking for something better, a better deal, if you will, for the Pain Gang and the dream. That being said, in the words, I've said it once, I'll say it again, from Bobby D. Sometimes life is a drag, and sometimes it's a bust. But we all got to do what we must. And that being said, the dream has went in and formed an alliance, if you will, a partnership. We've signed and you dotted a few I's, and we've even took and crossed off a few T's. So what it's gonna do is bring all the Fiscal racers and the super late models to their knees in 2020, baby, if you will. It's going about to get busier than four cats in a 1 foot square litter box, if you will. It's about to be on like Donkey Kong. We have got an entourage. We've got somebody we have signed up with in 2020, and he is a bad man. He is the bad. The Hitman. Hitman is partnering with the Dream for 2020. Who you with, Hitman?
Hey, the Dream, man.
There you go. Woo! Did you hear that? The Dream. Donnie Nelson Race Engines and the Dream with the Hitman have formed a partnership. 2019 was not good to the Dream, Hitman. We went down to Gator. I got drugged through the swamp. My belly's full of swamp dookie. It took me a year to clean the dookie out of the Dream. But 2020 ain't going to be that way. We going out. 2020 Gator Nationals is going to have a new thing. You see this Gator head right here? I'm bringing a pile of them back from the Gator race, baby.
All right.
The Hitman's going down there. Ka-chow, chomp, chomp, baby. We're going to bring back some Gator heads from the Gator Nationals. The number 1 leg in the Crown Jewel Series. We're going up and down the highway in 2020. The Dream and the Pain Gang. We're gonna take names and let the kicking of the butts begin in 2020.
Tell you what, Dream. Remember this.
What's
if you have a dream, get you a Donnie Nelson race engine.
Woo!
It'll make your dreams come true.
Baby, you hear that? If you will, the 2020 season about to get real for the Dream. Woo! Are thankful that you have partnered with not just Fiscal Race Network as far as our sponsorship, but you're going to be the engines that the Pain Gang are running Fiscal Race Network in 2020. And we thank you for that, my friend.
I really like, like I say, the whole field scale thing. But when you got people that comes to you wanting your engines and you talk and you work out the things, and like I say, hoping that I can give you what you need. That's
Well, and we're hoping we can make you shine.
Oh, yeah.
Not only that, we're hoping that the Donnie Nelson race, we hope we don't tarnish the name of Donnie Nelson Race Engine.
I got the Hitman on my side.
That's right. That's exactly right. And you can see the Dream left you in something here, guys. The Gator head. Gator Nationals, baby. Stop number 1 for the Crown Jewel Series. It's fixing to happen here in just a few days, Donnie. We're going to be packing up and heading to Springfield, Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. I'm going on Wednesday. I'm going a day early.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Chris Wall, he's asked me to do a little engine seminar about, upkeep, stuff like that.
Yes,
on engines,
sir.
Just basic stuff.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's going to be the people that will participate in that. You'll get a lot out of it because you got a lot of good guys that's going to be giving a lot of tips out of it.
Yes, sir. And that's what I said earlier in the interview. It's worth the trip to the Gator just for that. If you don't even show up to race, it's worth the trip to go down there and be part of that seminar that Chris Wall and those folks at Springfield have put together.
Oh, yeah.
Donnie Nelson Racing Engines, man, we appreciate all that you do for the sport, and we're looking forward, and we're super excited about where 2020 is going to be. You never know. You may see a Donnie Nelson Race Engine Crown Jewel Cup champions.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
4 classes could possibly have 4 Donnie Nelson engines as champions.
For me, not racing right now.
Yes.
But I look at it this way. If my engine one of my engines are on the podium. That's a podium finish for me.
That's right.
That's the way I look at it.
Yes, sir. And Donnie, I'm sure you'll get several podium finishes in 2020.
We're hoping so.
All right. Guys, Donnie Nelson with Donnie Nelson Race Engines. Check him out if you want to go fast.